Hello, hello. Today I'm going to demo the replacement project that you're getting ready to do. So I'm in Photoshop. I'm going to go to Open. I'm going to find my photos. Depends where you have them saved. Mine are just on my desktop. I'm going to open both photos and do any light editing that I want to do beforehand. I would do that now. From here, I have my base photo, which is going to be this photo, and this will be the photo that I replace with when I take out probably these white stripes in the water tower. So when I first open my photo, my background is locked. If I look in my layers down here in the bottom right, the background is locked. If I do the selection without unlocking that background, and I'm just going to pick a selection tool that I think I want to use. And I'm going to show you what happens if I press delete without unlocking the background layer. So if I press delete on my keyboard, this says content aware. There's other things as well, but usually the default is content aware. If I press OK on this, it does some weird stuff. It picks, so what it did is it picked areas from around that, and that's what it replaced it with. That's not what I want to do. So if if that screen pops up and that happens to you, just come down here and double click on the lock. And when I do this, it will turn it into a layer. And it just says layer 0 now, not background. And now I press delete on my keyboard. And now I have a checkerboard in the background. That means I have a hole. That's exactly what I want, is a hole in my photo. Okay, I go through here and do the rest of the selections using whatever tool is appropriate for whatever your photo is. If I need to clean up edges, then I use my mask tool. I can also go in here and do the takeaway. So I'm going to go in here and try to take away some of this blue that it's picking up. But it still has wonky edges. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit so I can see. And then I'm going to go to my mask tool, and you can see the areas that are selected and the areas that are not. So I have some funky edges that I want to fix. And again, I do that with my paintbrush. So while it's on on black, it will turn the area red. While it's on white, it will select the area. So this is how I do the pointy area, since this isn't pointy, is I do the area and then I come back in and I do the outside. Clicking and dragging, and then I can get my point since this is a round tipped thing. Again, come back through here. I'm not going to spend a lot of time cleaning up my edges like I would expect you to do on your project, just because it doesn't make sense for you to sit here and watch me do this. Okay, so I'm going to get these last couple of weird things. That one, I'm good with that. I'm going to go out of the masked view. And then I would select the rest of my white. I'm not going to bother with that right now, but you guys would do that if this was your project. I am going to press delete on my layer, and these are the areas that I'm going to replace. Control 0 makes it full screen again. I go to my replacement photo, and I select the area I want. Now if I look at this, this is sort of a squarish area. If I had this long skinny area, then I may come in here with just the random square. And I may just go, oh, I want this long skinny area. And that's fine. What I have, though, is more of a square area. So I'm just going to pick an area. If I wanted the whole thing, I would do Control A. Sorry. And I'm going to press Control C for copy. I'm going to go back to my original photo, press Control V for paste, and then you're like, well, this doesn't really look very good. Super simple fix. I'm going to come down to my Layers tab, grab the layer I just put on, put it underneath of the other layer, and now it is behind the main photo. From here, obviously I can't tell what these are, so I'm going to do Edit, Free Transform, which is also Control T. I'm going to grab a corner, hold shift so it stays in proportion, and do some shrinking just because I want to be able to see those little fishies. And then make it so that it fits into my thing. And I can move this around just so that I get exactly what I want. Press enter so that the transformation happens. Save this as a JPEG and you are finished. I'm going to show one more thing just in case you are someone that didn't want to use both photos as photos that you took, but maybe you want to find something off of the internet. So I'm going to delete this background layer and I'm going to show you how I can find one off of Google. So I'm at Google, I'm going to type in raindrops, I'm going to go to images, okay, from here I can get some very small images, okay, because before the internet, I'm going to save this one. I'm going to right click it. Oh wait, let me open it first. I'm going to right click it and save image as. I'm going to save this to my desktop. Drops 1. Okay. And then I'm going to show you what happens if I actually go in and look for a larger photo. On the internet, photos can be 72 pixels per inch. Which is not good for what we're working with. What we're working with is more like a 300 or more, depending upon your camera. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to Tools while I'm in Images, and it gives me another drop-down bar. I'm going to click Size, and right now it's on any size, so I want you to watch what happens to my options as I click Large. So my other options are Medium and then Icon, and Icon is small. So see how some of those options went away, and now I'm left with large images. So these are ones that will work much better in a photo like the one that we're working with. So I'm going to click one, right click it, save images, drops 2, and I just want to show you the difference in Photoshop of the size. Do File Open and go find both of my drop photos. This one, hold shift and open this one and open these here. So what happens if I copy and paste these in, hopefully these are good examples of this, is this is a little small photo and the other one should be large. Doesn't look very large though. Oh, it's actually smaller. Okay. Well, that backfired on me. But I'll show you in reverse. So the one is a little small one. So if I move it around and I Control T and it transform it, and I start to stretch it, you can see the pixels. If I press enter, it should fix it. Sort of, kind of, but it's still pretty pixely. Okay. Now if I click on my other one, move it to the top so you can see it. Control T, stretch it, make it big, and that one looks way better. So it worked backwards for me for some reason. Did I click on icon, I wonder? Where's my thing? Sorry. I don't know why that's not large. It says it's large. It says large. I don't know, very strange. But anyways, that's how you would go to finding a large photo. If one pops in and it was super small, like this other photo was when I first put it in. If it's really small like that, it's not going to look very good in your background. So I'm going to delete that layer. I'm going to show you what happens when I put this one behind. I can move it, and then that would be my project. Okay, so, sorry, darn email. Google, Tools, Large, if you want to get something from there. In Photoshop, select the area. Make sure you unlock your background so that it's a layer, not a background. Delete the area and replace it with whatever photo it is that you're going to replace with. That's it. Enjoy! Good luck!